All right, we are back.
I didn't give you one. I thought I gave you one.
I don't have one of mine, but like I said, just in case,
Yeah, that's all my personal information. So,
like I said, I'll take care of that. And like I said, I do follow and I do contact them. It's bigger than it's like
Buda. Yeah. Is that about the city?
Right.
Yeah, Buda.
Yeah, so y'all, we have all the little different miles,
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, Will Ainsworth, if you come on, make your way on down the front. Guys, let's go ahead and find our seats again, if you will. I know it's a short break, but we're fixing to have a longer break. While you're finding your seat, does anybody have any idea?
Not a clue.
Nobody, somebody said they're clueless. Does anybody have any idea what this is? A what? Somebody said a runway light. You're exactly right.
It's a runway and identifier. That's different than this one.
They're the same.
It's not on. It looks white. That's red and green.
That one's red and green too. Okay, here's a guy that knows. This is something that I salvaged from the Tuscaloosa Van de Graaff field in, what year was it? 2013. They redid the lights on the runway, and these were headed to the dumpster, and I got permission to salvage them, and they used to operate on 12 volts actually. These have a 15 watt, 110 volt bulb. If you want one of these, it's almost one of probably 15. They're really a great conversation starter. If you will give 100 bucks to the legal fund, you can take this one home with you. May sound a little high, but it's unique and it's going to the legal fund. Will, where are you at? Oh look, somebody please get a picture of wearing that Bama carry hat. Come on up, Will. Here's a guy that does not need an introduction. Brought his confidence with him in a cup, but you left it over there. Yeah. We're happy to have you, Will. We're just gracious that your presence is here. And we know you got to buzz out. We got lunch for you right after you get through speaking. If you want that, lunch is next, guys. Anybody ready for that? Okay, thank you, Will.
Hey, first off, let me say this. Thank y'all so much for helping in our campaign. I mean, you guys did a tremendous job, and appreciate the endorsement. So many of y'all in here put up signs, went door to door for us, made phone calls. And I just want you to know, thank you. And, I'm one of y'all. I grew up hunting and fishing. And here's the thing I want y'all to know. The Second Amendment isn't a privilege, it's a right. And we're going to make sure that we fight for that every day in Alabama. It's important. Let me say this. Senator Allen over here and Senator Marsh, two guys in the Senate, they've done a great job, fighting for our rights. Senator Allen's got the bill passed every time, and he'll do that again. And I'm going to be right there with them fighting it. But here's the reality. When we're talking about a pistol permit, you shouldn't have to get a permit for something that's a right. That's the fundamental thing about this, and we've got to make sure we get it done. And so we're going to fight for that. Senator Allen, appreciate your leadership. Senator Marsh, appreciate your leadership in the Senate. He's done a tremendous job of making sure that gets passed. Another issue real quick I want to talk to y'all about is this. A deal, I've got twin boys that are 9. I've got a daughter that's 7. They go to public schools. And, when all the shootings happened, I had teachers, I had coaches, people said, Will, for the first time in my life, I'm worried about not only my life, but but the life of my students. We're literally, and here's what I want you to realize, gun-free zones are now killing zones because, you're sitting there and you can't protect yourself. And so we've got to make sure that we protect our students. And if somebody is able to carry a pistol and is fine with going through the training, they shouldn't have to go through the training, but if they're fine with going through the training, we've got to make sure they can arm and protect themselves. And so we're going to continue to push that conversation because, look, I want my kids to be protected. And what's scary, we started looking at it, there was over 400 to 500 schools in this state that didn't have a school resource officer, that didn't have anybody, and what's a shame is there's people in that school that could easily carry, and they have a permit, but they're not allowed to come in because of the gun-free zone. So that's something we're going to work on. And last thing is this, so I've got to run because I went hunting last weekend of deer season, and so I've been busy. It's an honor to be lieutenant governor, but also it's an honor to be a dad. And so, I took my boys, I went hunting this morning. We're down in Greene County hunting, and so we went deer hunting this morning. My son Hayes, I got two boys, Hayes and Hunter. Hayes missed a deer at 250 yards, so that was kind of a bummer. But I'm getting ready to go back, take them out this afternoon. But I just wanted to come and tell y'all, thank you. I genuinely mean it. I'm here to serve y'all. Y'all let us know what our office can do as lieutenant governor, and it's an honor to be lieutenant governor, but more so, it's just an honor to be with you guys today. We're going to do whatever we can do to fight for our rights, and just let us know how we can help. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it.
Good hunting this afternoon. Good hunting this afternoon. Let's make welcome President Pro Tem Dale Marsh, please.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be here. I was in Vestavia this morning speaking to a group. I'm a little overdressed. Had I known I had my jeans with me, but I want to thank Gerald Allen. Y'all have heard all this. Gerald's been a champion for that bill. He's been a champion in the body. We've moved it. Every time we've had it, we've moved through the Senate. I'm confident with Lieutenant Governor Ainsworth in the chair, we'll continue to be able to move that through. We got to work on the House, and we're going to be working on the House to try to get them to do the same. I was in Washington 2 weeks ago, meeting with Chris Cox of NRA, and I can't tell you how happy he is and pleased about the attitude of Alabama, the fact that we stand up so strong for those Second Amendment rights. I want you all to give yourselves a hand for standing up for those rights. They are constantly attacked for supporting the rights of the Second Amendment. I'm telling you, they're constantly in Washington, but I let him know that in Alabama, we'll continue to do those things. I, like Will, was raised as a kid, hunting with my father. I have more guns than I can count and want to keep them. And I want to be able to carry them when I want to carry them. And as a hunter, I'm still to this day, I still have a coon dog named Ray. We were hunting last weekend. And I believe in all the hunters' rights to go and do, and your rights to open carry. So trust me, as we go to the next legislative session, Gerald has the legislation. We're going to support Gerald again. Stay visible. Y'all do a great job of coming down to the Capitol, letting your rights be heard. That's effective. And I'm going to continue to work with you as Gerald is to hopefully, as I said, get this through the House as well. Thanks for having me here today. It's my pleasure to be able to stop by anytime. I do this everywhere I go. My cell number is 256-310-2556. That's my real phone, not a phone off the side. That's my phone. If you have something you're concerned about it, I'm a phone call away. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
And that was a surprise. Just got a text from my wife. She said, hey, you left that guy's certificate on your desk. And gee, thanks. I appreciate it. I got that all figured out now. We have just a few more minutes. I don't know if is lunch ready outside? Do they have? Y'all remember, this place has got good acoustics, and if you're speaking while somebody's up here speaking, I can hear you all up here. America is built on one principle. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. Samuel Adams explained that our natural rights were firstly life, secondly liberty, third property, together with the right to protect and defend them in the best means possible. If you don't have a right to life, you're dead. If you don't have a right to liberty, you're a subject. If you don't have a right to secure property, you will soon have neither life nor liberty. And if you don't have the right to protect them, you're a slave. My rights do not come from people. My rights do not come from the government. And thinking that people or government can take my rights is ignorant. If you think that people or government can take my rights, then you are a slave, and I know this: I will be a slave to no man. I didn't even hear an amen. Should have got an amen on that. So if you think guns kill people, you're ignorant also. Your ignorance does not trump my rights. If you're afraid, get educated. Get armed, but your fear does not trump my rights. If you're a politician, do not dare talk to me about gun control, then cry the necessity of national security. That only proves your ignorance. My greatest national security is my right to personal security. If I do not have a right to defend my life, liberty, or property, then government has no power to do it for me. All power of government comes from the rights of individuals. The entire purpose of government is that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. When government works contrary to its purpose, when government works to deny my rights, then it becomes my right to alter or abolish it. So guess what? I have no obligation to obey a lawless government that operates contrary to its designed purpose. My first and natural obligation is to secure my rights, the very same rights of my child and all the children of our future. I do know one thing for sure: ignorance and fear prove that my rights are worth defending. So do America a favor. Get educated, get armed, or get out. Until that day, all I have to say is Molon Labe. I wish I could claim authorship of this, but Chris Ann Hall couldn't be here with us, so that was a piece that she wrote. I thought it was well worthy of being presented here today. And we hope to get Chris Ann back next year. She has some conflicting stuff going on. I know everybody loved her and liked her, including myself. And if our lunch is ready, we're going to dismiss for lunch. Yes?
We're going to thank the security taking and as well as
Okay. So we got 15 minutes before lunch gets ready. Security folks. By the way, while Will was talking, I was sitting over here, and there was a guy appeared right behind the curtain over here. I said, "Whoa, who is that guy?" And then I thought, that's one of his security guys. I got a little nervous. I said, "Who's that guy standing right behind Will?" But anyway, I'm sure his security guys felt very secure here. So you got a 15-minute break, and then we'll have lunch as soon as our security people get their meal. Then we'll be able to eat too. Thank y'all so much. The best is yet to come. I promise you. That is all. Right quick, how many of y'all, this is your first time to be at a Bama Care event?
All right, so it looks like we're gonna be taking a quick lunch break or some break. Again, make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell so that when we go back live again, we're gonna have all the speakers we've got. I'll be speaking a little bit later. Mark Robinson's going to speak. He's the I in the majority guy that went to the city council. Right there at the table. Right there. There we go. He's the I in the majority guy. And then Caitlin Bennett's going to speak. And we've got a few other people here as well. Self-Defense Fund is here. Going to go talk to Larry. And there you go. We'll be right back, guys, for part 3.